Right, you guys, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 2. Here is my breakdown on the fight and who I personally thought deserved to win this fight. I know I'm a little bit late right now, but I did mention when they had fought the first time, I could have saw it going three different ways. I could have seen it going to Katie Taylor. I could have seen it being a draw, or Amanda Serrano could have came out with a victory too as well. But in this second fight, I thought Katie Taylor did just enough to squeeze out the win, or I could have seen it being a draw, leading us into a third fight. I think either way, we are going to get a third fight, but I think as long as Amanda Serrano continues to make these fights close, it's going to be very difficult for her to come out with a decision. If she's not getting a knockout, if she's not knocking Katie Taylor down a couple or a few times, or she's just not absolutely dominating on the scorecards, I feel like it's going to be very, very difficult for her to get the decision over Katie Taylor. And if you want those bouts, you have to go in there and absolutely beat and demolish the champion. But these fights have been super, super close. The second fight wasn't as close as the first fight, but it just depends on how you guys like to score fights. If you guys like to see the pressure, the going forward, if you guys like to see punches and bunches, then that's how you guys like to score the fight. If you guys like to score the fight of I'm playing defense, but I'm also countering the pressure fighter, like I said, it just depends on how you guys like to score fights. And as far as Katie Taylor, I don't think she was intentionally trying to headbutt. I think she was more of leaning with their head, and we get a southpaw and orthodox. We've seen it time and time again. They're going to clash heads, but the judge felt like she was doing it too much. She was doing it intentionally, and that's exactly why the ref took a point. And as you guys all know, Amanda Serrano and her team in her corner, they felt like that wasn't enough. They felt like they should have maybe had a disqualification, or they could have had more points being taken off too as well. But
obviously the cut was very significant. Her team said that you were fighting dirty. What is your response to them, and of course the point deduction as well?
Well, I definitely didn't agree with the point deduction, but I certainly wasn't fighting dirty. Sometimes it gets rough in there, and you have to prepare for those moments.
The point was deducted. Do you think those headbutts were intentional on her part?
I think 100%, because she does it in every fight. It's not the first fight. It was my first fight. Out of 40-something fights, my first cut was with Katie Taylor. Like I said, she did it with Chantel Cameron, and it's been other fights that I've seen her use her head dirty, but it is what it is.
maybe the issue is the rounds, right? We're not getting enough time. We're not getting enough rounds to actually determine who can swim in those deep waters. And I don't know if you guys did get to see their face-to-face interview, but they did agree on that both fighters want 12 3-minute rounds. And if they feel like they can do it, then let them do it. Let them bring that time and that action to the women's sports of boxing like it is deserving. And
I wanted to finish my career, all my fights, fighting 12-3. But I've always said it. I know Katie, she said that she would fight the 12-3.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 3-minute rounds would suit me better, to be quite honest. But
if she wants her belts back, let's do it 12-3. We can do it.
Yeah,
do the trilogy.
I'm pretty sure the fans have no problem with it. We get more time and we get more action to see them fight. Why not? Nobody has any problem with them wanting to fight longer rounds, them wanting to fight longer minutes. It doesn't matter. The fans are willing to pay for it because they show up to fight every single time. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor are definitely putting on for women's boxing, along with Gabriela Findora too as well. I don't know if you guys seen her last fight, Undisputed, but she gave a great performance and had a great knockout. So, I mean, in this fight, like I said, I think if Serrano wants to win, she has to go in there and absolutely dominate, or most of the time. I'm not saying every time, but most of the time I think they will be giving it to Katie Taylor. And overall, I thought she landed the more powerful and effective punches, and she is moving up in weight, guys. She is doing a big jump in weight, so I also give her credit for that too as well. But like I said, she hurt her in the first fight, and she hurt her in the second fight definitely early on, and she outlanded her by quite a few punches too as well. But maybe the issue could be, like I said, the rounds and the minutes of those rounds. And I think the difference is who could swim in deep waters as far as 12 3-minute rounds. I mean, we have to wait and see. And one thing that concerns me about Amanda Serrano, if she is up for a third fight, I mean, I wouldn't see why not. The paycheck is there, the audience is there, the fans are there, the fans want to see it. And I just don't know, when you go through an entire training camp and you're fixing your mistakes and you're giving it all you got inside that ring and you still come up short. I'm pretty sure it's heartbreaking. It's devastating to come up short, especially when you gave everything you got. You fixed everything you needed to fix in the training camp and you still come up short. So, I mean, I think she needs to take a little bit of time to figure out what she really wants to do and how she really wants to play this third fight out with Katie Taylor. I mean, I wouldn't see why. I mean, the most sense to me before they both move on with their career is to have a third fight with 12 3-minute rounds. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we're going to get when Jake Paul decides who his next opponent is and what date he wants to fight that opponent. So I think we're going to get that as the co-main event, and obviously Jake Paul headlining his event too as well. So I think we are going to see a third fight. Let me know if you guys want to see a third fight. Let me know if you guys want this second fight too as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.